Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I'm plugging in to get fired up, man, because I'm not that fired up at all. I got that weird this going on. Just the nothingness. The doldrums of the reality, which fully just snuck up me. Surprise attack. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And I was sitting here cruising down the hill. I got to go pick up the minigram, and I was just like, And then I was like, dude, let's just try to go from 0 to 1 billion on this camera. So I had a tough day, right? Not in any real sense of the thing. It's just I've been tripping on being a dad, and not being a dad, so to speak, but like being a dad. Because I've made, like, with my wife, and we've decided to make some kind of, I don't even know if they're radical decisions, more like sane decisions to protect Owl and the minigram from the basic bombardment of negative energy and toxic stuff into their reality, into their dream. And at that same time, man, like, I utterly feel like failing at it sometimes. And today was one of those days where, like, I think it just got the best of me, where you realize that you've made a decision to try to do the right thing in a big way. You're like awake. And you're trying to operate in this space of being awake. And at the same time, you fully observe how far you are from the actual, like, point. And it ties into this thing. I get a lot of emails from me, people talking about their depression and stuff like that. Is I think the hardest part about it all is waking up and realizing how deep you are in the hole, so to speak. And then you make a bunch of progress forward, and you realize that, like, you know, this trying to wake up and live healthy and tune your body in and all this kind of stuff is just this really monumental challenge. And so I was looking at Owl, and he's 3, you know, and he's at this old enough thing where he's starting to his character is starting to fully evolve heavily. But in his character, I'm starting to see my character as well. And because I'm like the one, like, I also see my character defects, is what I'm getting at. And so I get concerned, right? Because what I would say this, I've been talking to a bunch of people with kids lately, and it's like people don't understand how important these early years are on your child for forming who they are. And so I'm looking at Al, and I go, we're trying to do all these things right for him, and yet at the same time, like, how much are we doing wrong? Like, it's that thing where you can't, I don't think there's any way to raise a human without putting a bunch of garbage in there too. Like, you try to put a predominant amount of, like, good stuff and healthy stuff and give them a full shot. And then today I was just tripping on stuff, man. And I'm like, dude, like, all I could see was what I'm doing wrong, right? And it kind of, like, kicked my butt in a way. And I'm like, whoa, dude, like, because, you know, you wanna have this vision that you're doing everything right and everything, you're that guy. And I like, the one thing is, I'm pretty honest with myself, and I'm like, dude, I'm a botch, man. I'm like a 70% on average on a good day, man. I might get like 88% where I'm like, and then there's this, like, this part of it all where I'm just like, dude, like, what do I do? And I don't think anyone has those answers. But today it got the best of me on a number of levels, because I've been searching as a dad in my community to facilitate Owl's interaction with his peers. And I just keep bumping into this like thing where like the people I know, like friends of mine with kids Owl's age, it's like almost impossible to get anything going with them. And it's because it's the weirdest thing ever. Is like their affluence means that they're totally like flaky and like untangible. I guess that's the word. Probably not the right word. Like I would figure if you were like affluent, you would have some free time to spend with your kid and get kid things going, like, and it's just not that way. So I take Al to these places and like the park and stuff, and like I got to deal with nannies or like super ladder climbing uptight fake moms. And all I want to do is like get Owl around some people so he has a crew of little buddies. And it's just like, it's very hard in this community I live in. And I think today it just like, I was just tripping out on it. Like, dude, like, I don't want to like throw shade on anyone, dude, but like, dude, it's gnarly, man. Like, I realize the people that are like the closest in my life, in my peer group, I don't mean like my immediate family and stuff like that. I just mean like my peers are so flaky and so just on another planet. And like as a human being who's dedicated himself to like raising my son in our family, I trip on like other people who just, I don't know, dude. And so I'm feeling like I'm not doing the right job because like I don't want to immerse him in a bunch of like people I don't know. But at this point I'm like, maybe I need to immerse him in people I don't know. And it's just such a weird time we live in. And it's just strange. And I want Owl to have the best. And yet, I don't want him to be antisocial. I don't want him to like not have social skills. And then I feel like I'm just not exposing him to enough.
I want to play with my cars.
You want to play with your cars, yeah. And so I feel like, and it was like the other day, like I went up to the park the other day and Al met this cool kid and they were hitting it off, and I was like having to remember how to speak Spanish with like the 70-year-old nanny. And I was talking about it with this swim instructor today. I'm like, it's so weird, man, like how to like interact with like his peers, because like I just got to deal with nannies or these like really uptight lame moms or these super flaky friends of mine. And the swimming instructor who's been teaching the kids for like 50 years in this community was like, dude, you're totally not crazy. Because I was like, dude, am I crazy? Like, I'm struggling here, man, and I'm really feeling it today. And he's like, no, because we were talking about setting up the new swimming lessons after this set of classes ends. And he's like, you know, he was talking about how hard it is to get these like, how lame some of these parents are. And I was like, dude, I'd go anywhere to get out. I'm like, you're a swim teacher. Like, dude, wherever you go, that's where we're going, dude. He's my guy. And he's like, dude, not everybody's like that, man. He's like, most of these parents are total prima donnas, and I was like, yeah, like their kids are like accessories. And he's laughed, and I don't know, man. I'm just having that trouble right now where like, I just want to hang out with some dads or moms for that matter so we can get the kids together. But it's just, there seems to be all these like weird hoops to to jump through, and it's like not. I've been reaching out, man. I don't know, dude. It's trippy, dude. I'm tripped out about it all. Like, so it's like that weird thing where like I just got fully down in the bunny hole about it. Like, what am I doing, dude? Like, I'm looking at my son here and I'm like, whoa, dude. Like, what am I doing? And then I just felt like a Barney. And I'm like, Barney, you're blowing it. And then I'm like, whatever, man. I don't know if this was the video I was intending to make, but that's kind of where I'm at today. It's just sort of in this weird C- reality, and I want to make it an A+ for the bird. And what are you feeling about today, Owl? Did you have fun swimming?
I was swimming with.
You had a good swim lesson?
Yeah.
All right. Then we won, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're stoked today. Did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's all that matters, right? You're happy, right?
Yeah.
Are you happy, bird?
Yeah.
Okay. And there you go. He's happy. So I guess I did my job. It's weird. I put crazy expectations on myself sometimes. I gotta relax sometimes. I'm super uptight. This is The Illusion signing off.